process of actually captioning every figure or table in your document and then collating the numbered items into your lists of figures or lists of tables at the start of the document is a doddle. Word has this process nailed. You just have to do it the right way. What I'm going to use is my navigation pane over here to search the document for graphics and or tables. As soon as I do that, it locates the first one and gives me next and previous buttons that I can use to romp through my document to find said graphics rather than scrolling endlessly and hoping. The first one's already been captioned, as you can see, although there is rather a lengthy caption, and we'll deal with that in a minute. If I click the next graphic button, I'm at the next thing that needs captioning. A right click on the graphic is possibly the easiest way to find the insert caption command, although you'll see it up there in the references tab as well. Once you insert your caption this way and you're running a series of numbers, those numbers are self-maintaining. This is the second figure in the document, and I can insert my caption text here. Although there may be more, just a basic starter will do. Notice quickly that you run separate numbered captions for different elements of your document. Once I click OK, the caption is inserted in my document. It uses, note, the caption style, which can be centered, as is the graphic in this case, or could be left aligned, is generally 10-point text. It also inserts a little keep with next instruction on the paragraph that the graphic is captioning. The caption is, oh, you know what I'm saying. And the idea of that is that those two things stick together. So once again, I could romp off to the next caption in my sequence, right click, insert caption, and it's ready to go. Just a word of a note, it is possible to run different numbering and to include the chapter number in your figure numbering or table numbering. This only works if you actually do have heading numbering turned on. Just don't go there if you don't. It just needs to be heading 1 that is numbered, not all the rest. If I click OK at that point, not only will this be captioned, but the other figures in the document should be renumbered accordingly, and I can just go back and check the previous one and see that that is in chapter 2 and so on. The next thing, having set out to number your or to caption your graphics, just pop back at regular intervals to your list of figures which we have inserted already. If you haven't, you'll be able to insert it at proper place by using the insert table of figures command. I'm just going to right click on the one that's here and update it and ask it to pick up any new captions rather than just checking page numbering. Once I've done that, update entire table, click OK. You'll note one other issue, and that is with lengthy captions. Figure 1 has this additional notation. It really does mess up your list of figures. So I'm going there, and I just wanted to talk quickly about two methods for dealing with this. One is the style separator, which is a largely unregarded little goodie in PC versions of Word. It is possible to break the caption style, which is basically what determines what text to pick up and take to the table of figures or list of figures. And it's possible to insert that between various bits of your writing. It doesn't actually print, it doesn't show, and it doesn't look any different. There are alternative strategies for dealing with the Mac process. I've actually added the style separator, which is a known button, to my quick access toolbar. And you can do that. Notice it also has a keyboard shortcut that you might become intimately acquainted with. I'm going to click the button. I've hopefully inserted my cursor where I'd like it, but note that when you click the style separator button, it doesn't simply dump the style separator where you expect it. It's actually inserted it at the end of that caption paragraph, and it's kind of messed up the following heading. I'm just going to press enter and reinsert the new paragraph for my heading 2 heading. You'll need your non-printing characters turned on, and what you can see here is that we do have not only a normal paragraph mark, but we also have this non-printing and hidden style separator. I can select that and then I can move it into place between the two parts of the text in the caption that I want. If it changes the following text in your caption, the remainder of the caption paragraph, then just apply the caption paragraph with your cursor in that section of the paragraph again. The fact that the style separator is here is enough to ensure that when I update my table of contents once again, list of figures once again, the text that follows the style separator is excluded from the list of figures. There are other ways to do this, but that is a starting point, and it's a good one. Try to use it, and do, whenever you're captioning, play by the rules. It makes your life so much easier.